times you can high-five the fullback on a successful hard count.
Well, not very many teams have fullbacks anymore.
True, too.
This is one of the teams that actually does deploy the fullback in these critical situations down here in the red zone.
Miami can only stop the clock one more time. First down and goal with a minute 55. It's Jacobs skating his way to the 6 and crumbling down. And it'd be interesting to see how they play this, knowing that Miami can only stop it once.
Well, it looked like right there that Josh Jacobs said, I'm not going to score. Right? I want to set this up for a field goal and not give Miami another opportunity.
And there is the final timeout for Brian Flores.
We saw that earlier in the year with Todd Gurley in Atlanta going down, and he ends up going into the end zone instead of falling at the 1-yard line, and they end up losing that game to Matthew Stafford on a last-second touchdown throw.
There is a path, Kurt. It can be done. They need to finish this one off tonight. They trail by a point with the ball at the 6. They need the Ravens to lose to the Giants tomorrow. They need to take care of their own business against Denver next week, and then have the Ravens and the Dolphins lose again. Weird things
there's a chance. There's a chance.
A small one, but doing everything in their power to take care of their own business. On second and goal, Jacobs again. He will slide down to the 1. Minute 43, clock running. No timeouts left for the Dolphins. Third and goal coming.
See Bobby McCain run down there and grab Jacobs by the right leg and tries to pull him into the end zone. Like, you got to score. Come on. Let me push you in there. Don't really want a smart move. Smart move by Josh Jacobs.
Can run this down to a minute 5 before they snap it. Coach Gruden has 3 timeouts. Looks like ready to use one of them here.
That was a huge pass interference penalty, right? We've seen that numerous times. Calling a lot more of those. Derek Carr just flipping the ball up there and getting that huge penalty that really changed the fate here. Take another look at it right here. And yeah, there was a little contact by Jones on that left shoulder, but man, it really wasn't a lot there. Plus, he's looking and playing the football. Man, that is a tough call if you're Miami. And we talk about those plays that you were going to look back at a week from now. Depending on how this plays out, who gets into the playoffs, that may be one of those plays that you say, man, that is a tough one to keep us out of the playoffs if it leads to that.
We were talking about it earlier. With as good of a defense as they have, and with an offense that isn't going to score that many points, they're going to be in a lot of tight games. It's going to be a lot of little things like that wind up determining games. Right now, it's going against them. So minute 5 in a 1-point game. Dolphins out of timeouts. You would assume that if the pattern holds, they just take a knee and run some more clock before the field goal. That's exactly what they'll do. So 38 seconds. They can run it down to 22 seconds before attempting the field goal.
Sometimes I know kickers like it a little farther back, so they could run this all the way down, take the 5-yard penalty, move them back a little bit, maybe give the kicker a little better angle instead of trying to rush out there and kick it. Either way, though, played that just perfectly to be able to use almost all of the time off the clock.
You don't want to move them too close to the extra point distance, though. Bad memory.
Even thinking about that, right?
Yeah. He's lined up, ready to go as John Gruden gets ready to call the timeout. Ryan Fitzpatrick really injected some life into this offense and has put him in front. The Raiders on the verge of attempting a go-ahead field goal. One more look at the playoff picture. Raiders lurking there at 7-7. Ravens rooting on the Raiders at this point.
No doubt they're all watching this right now.
If the Dolphins lose this game, there still is a chance they can get in, depending on the outcomes of the Ravens game. Obviously, the Ravens would then have to go 1-1 as well. If the Ravens go 2-0 and the Dolphins get a loss, not going to get in. But a lot to be determined still.
I was going to say there's a number of teams up in front of them that only have 10 wins right now. So those teams don't take care of business the next couple weeks. Miami able to win next week. You never know where the tiebreaker could come from.
Here we go. Carlson from 22 yards for the lead. Low snap, put down. He's got it. And the Raiders lead at 25-23 with 19 seconds left. Derek Carr has done it again, marching his team down the field late. Nice job by Cole with that low snap. Able to get a hold of it and put it down.
And so much about teams like this. We're talking about the youth, talking about both of these organizations trying to build something. Something that came up in our meetings this week was learning how to win. And I remember asking Ryan Flores, what does that mean, learning how to win? And he talked about situational football. And you get into these moments, playoffs on the line, every moment, every play, every mistake just gets magnified. And that's what we saw tonight. And really, both teams did a nice job of answering and making a play and making a play. And really look at it and say, what was the last team that had the football? Derek Carr and company making those key, critical, situational plays that ultimately, unless something crazy happens, leads to the victory tonight.
Baltimore tomorrow against New York. It's the Giants, and they finish off at Cincinnati. Dolphins hoping for a miracle late, or else they're going to memorize a bunch of tie-breaking scenarios for a couple 1-1 teams with them and the Ravens. Here comes Fitzpatrick. 19 seconds, no timeouts.
I'm just going to make a guess that the Raiders will not play blitz zero at any point in time on this drive and give Miami a chance to throw up the Hail Mary like we saw happen on the flip side out in New York when they were playing the Jets earlier in the year.
Well, that's a good way to be able to learn the lesson. Come out on the winning end. Jason Sanders' career-long 56 yards. They need to get to the 38 to get to that range. See if Fitzpatrick can pull a trick out. He got hit as he lofted it up. Blown coverage! Mac Hollins is inbounds at the 41. It's a 34-yard gain, and there's a flag down, likely for a face mask.
And you're playing cover two. You've been playing it all night long. You see the face mask right there, but you're playing cover two. Situational football. Did we not just talk about that? If you're the corner, don't worry about if they throw a flat in front of you. You've got to drop back and play soft.
Roughing the passer by grabbing the face mask defense.
Unbelievable.
The 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play. First down.
Mac Hollins with the long reception, then Arden Key called for the face mask, and disaster has struck for the Raiders.
You're going to see there's the cover two corner. Fall with him. Don't let him get over the top. You force them to throw it underneath. Allow him to get behind you and give up a big play. And ironically enough, they got beat in cover two just about 10 days ago on Thursday night by Justin Herbert with the same thing. They allowed him to throw it over the top, led to a touchdown at the end of the first half, which ultimately would lead to the loss there. You just have to understand situational football, as we were just talking about, becomes so critical these moments in the year.
12 seconds left, no timeouts. Fitzpatrick rolling. He will throw it out of bounds. And now you're going to see Jason Sanders come out. Unreal, though. I mean, not just completing the pass, but doing so while getting his face mask pulled and ripped to the ground. Still able to heave it up for Hollins. And now Sanders with a chance to save the day for the Dolphins. Sanders has 4 game winners, hit one week 9 against Arizona. This one from 44. He hits it right down the middle. And the Dolphins somehow, some way, take the lead with 1 second.
You're kidding me, right? You're kidding me that this just happened. Unbelievable that they allow that big play. Obviously the penalty, it's hard to know something like that when you're just trying to get the quarterback, but to allow that big play and allow Miami to take the lead and probably get this victory, it's just unbelievable. I can't believe what I just saw.
A playoff picture shifting, 3 minutes? 34-yard completion with blown coverage. Mac Hollins, the seldom used Mac Hollins, with Ryan Fitzpatrick on in relief of Tunga Vailoa. And then Jason Sanders nailing it to give the Dolphins the 1-point lead with 1 second.
And we talk about situational football for players in those moments. But how about situational football for Brian Flores? To feel like things weren't going their direction and make the move from Tua to Ryan Fitzpatrick in this moment, which really sparked this team to the win.
Raiders will toss it around, look for their own miracle here. That is going to do it. And the Dolphins go from hoping for some help, needing to win in Buffalo, to in the driver's seat. They can head to Buffalo. If they can get a win, they are headed to the playoffs. What a stunning final 5 minutes of this game.